I'm based in Japan, so now it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But I'm really happy to be here and really appreciate this opportunity. So Socious is an impact gig marketplace that makes social contributions truly worthwhile. So today, there is no shortage of social problems such as poverty, climate change, and discrimination, but there is a shortage of talents who can solve these problems. And this is the problem I faced in my 13 years of experience in the impact sector. So I can tell from firsthand. On the other hand, 84% of millennials want to use their skills for good, but they don't do it. So what is preventing them from contributing their time to impact organizations? We asked 100 people. They say that most opportunities are not very meaningful. They say these opportunities don't lead to career advancements or they don't provide enough financial incentives. So what we found out is that most people do not contribute their time to impact projects without any incentives. However, if their self-interest and social contribution opportunities are aligned, then they do and they consider contributing their skills and time to impact. So that's why we came up with Socious, an impact gig marketplace that makes these opportunities truly worthwhile, meaning we align their self-interest with impact projects. So you can imagine Upwork for social good, but with a few important twists. So first, we use machine learning to match these talents with impact projects for their career advancements. So they can learn new skills by contributing to solving social problems. Second, we can quantify their social and environmental impact through our impact score system, and using that to reward their contributions with token rewards. So we create added incentives on top of the salaries of these projects. So we operate in a very competitive market, but our competitive advantage is our blockchain technologies. So that gives us trust. Users trust our platform because it is immutable and transparent, and they have vested interest in the platform because they own and they make decisions and they share the profits of the platform. And finally, we can provide low cost, very competitive fees because we can eliminate third parties such as credit card companies using blockchain technology. Our go-to-market strategy is to attract talent and impact organizations through partnerships. So first, we list as many impact jobs as possible by partnering with impact job boards and using these jobs as an attraction. We attract talents by partnering with networks of impact seekers, and then we reach out to networks of impact organizations that want to hire these talents. And of course, we can provide low cost escrow protection and rewards as competitive advantage. And until now, we've seen incredible organic traction. So we partner with Idealist, which has more than 100,000 jobs, and Relief Web, and we are in talks with several networks of impact organizations. And we have more than 1,300 users today, and plus more than 30 impact organizations. And we've been accepted to some acceleration programs, and we've been featured in some media outlets as well. So our roadmap is to become a decentralized autonomous organization by 2026. So we're currently very centralized, but we want to gradually decentralize and completely become autonomous and decentralized by 2026 with 2 million monthly active users and 200 million in revenue with 200 million hours of contribution to impact organizations. Our team has a proven track record and vision to succeed. So I have successfully built and exited a social business before. And we have developers, data scientists, blockchain developers who have built products that are loved by millions of people. So for Fund 9, we've submitted 5 proposals. So these proposals, some of them are joint proposals with proof space, but they make up uh, different features of Socious, and I will get how they relate to each other. So, but before that, I wanted to explain uh, impact scores use cases, some of the use cases. So the first use case we want to use is impact gig platform, marketplace. So this is about contributing people's time to impact organizations. Secondly, donation, contributing money to impact organization, and impact lending. So this is about um, providing financial products to the unbanked. And finally, ethical product marketplace. So by buying ethical products, you're also contributing and solving social problems. So how do we calculate impact score? It's through time and money, basically. So the number of hours, job category, experience of the contributor, if they're paid or unpaid, and review from the organization. And in the future, we want to also take into consideration how much money they've donated, how much money they've lended to the unbanked, or how much money they've invested to impact organizations, and how much they've bought ethical products rather than uh, normal traditional products. So these are the relationships between proposals. So first one is integration between Atala and Socious, and we have proof space in between that. And so that this is going to be the basis of KYC and um, identity. And secondly, integration of Atala and Milkomeda. So Socious is built on Milkomeda. So we will need to integrate Atala with Milkomeda. And thirdly, impact score and thank tokens. So this will be the cornerstones of Socius. And then we have different use cases of impact score, including impact marketplace, which is the fourth proposal, and impact lending for the unbanked as the fifth proposal. And for this round, we didn't uh, propose, we didn't make any proposals for donation or ethical product marketplace, but this is in our roadmap to build in the future. So with your support, we want to create meaningful connections and accelerate social and environmental impact. And thank you so much for listening, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful presentation, Sarah. Yes, as he mentioned, the stage is open for you folks. Any questions, any doubts you would like to clarify? Hey, Sebastian, I just noticed you raised your hands.
No, no, I'm just celebrating the presentation. Great presentation. Congratulations. Great project. Great proposal.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Going
you so
ahead for
much.
anyone else, but if they have any questions.
Yeah. Um, can I go ahead, Sangeet?
Yes, George, please, by all means,
Yeah.
go for it.
Hello, Sarah. Great presentation, great idea and vision. So congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
look, and from the impact lending standpoint, question, are we looking at something like Kiva?
Yes, yes, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that. So, yes, we're inspired by Kiva, and in terms of the user experience, it's going to be quite similar. The difference will be that it's going to be based on a blockchain, so it's going to be tokens. And secondly, we use impact score for um, basically reviewing their credit worthiness. So on Kiva, it's mostly you read through their profiles, and if you like their story, you lend money, right? But on Socious, you will have their impact score in front of you and their history of what kind of impact projects they've volunteered for, or they've worked for, or how much money, or how um, how many ethical products, sustainable products they've bought. So all these history of their good deeds basically will be in front of you with the score. And based on that, these borrowers, they have incentive to keep their impact score because they receive rewards or staking rewards through their impact score. So they don't want to lose it. But if so, you lend money based on their score. Basically, they're collateralizing their impact score. And if they fail to repay their the money they borrowed, then they lose their impact score. And so in that way, we want to incentivize people to repay their the money they borrowed, and also yeah incentivize also lending of people, because by lending, the lenders will also increase their impact score, and then they get certain rewards. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the Kiva model has similar, have been with Kiva for a long period. And yeah, they, even though when we say unbanked and the question of people returning their funds always comes up, but they say they're close to 98% or somewhere in a very high mark from people returning as a community, because they are putting their stakes as a community and participation, which is they value it very highly, even though we call them unbanked, but their community and that is their core strength. And you are also leveraging that aspect, and the impact scores will be a crucial factor as they step up and scale. And the tokenization is an awesome plan, because with Kiva we pay in, we continue to do that, but the recurring pattern helps, meaning it is a loan and we get it back and we are able to lend back again. So that continuity keeps us in the loop, and we are not fully into one loan, we are divided into multiple loans. So that also is a crucial factor there. Like, we are not tied to one loan, but we are tied as a small part of a fraction, just like buying a fraction of Bitcoin or any other coin. So yeah, see that model very successful, and look forward to see your platform succeed and probably join forces at some point. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much for that, George. Nin, I see you've raised your hands up, buddy. Do you want to go ahead?
Hey, Sarah, awesome platform. I love the focus on social impact and helping people uh, actually,
Thank you.
demonstrate their impact. We're part of the Cardano SSI Alliance led by Tony from Prism. If you're not part of it, I'd love to invite you guys to join. But here's my question, right? How do you guys use PruSpace to build on Prism, because Prism is still only on testnet?
Yeah. Very good question. So, proof space is basically so because Atala Prism is a very few developers know how to actually integrate Atala into existing apps. And so what Proof Space is trying to do is solve that problem for by becoming a middleware basically, and makes the companies and organizations easy to integrate Atala Prism into to their apps. So my understanding is that ProofSpace has worked on connecting their app to Atala Prism, and their app there is a simple SDKs and APIs to connect to existing apps, so that we can we can leverage the community of ProofSpace users and also on Atala Prism users. So basically, we're integrating two things at the same time, Proof Space and Atala Prism.
Well, thank you for the update. I'll reach out to Nick. I didn't know that ProofSpace had the API SDK functionalities because as Snapbilia, we were looking for a solution, and then at the time, I think like 2 months ago, it wasn't available, so we just ended up building it ourselves. The Atala Prism isn't written in Kotlin, but Kotlin has a wrapper in Java, right? So as long as you can find Java developers, it's actually not very hard to implement. There's a lot of open source tooling like Roots ID, Wall CLI that is available. The only blocker for Prism is that it is currently still on testnet. That we're really pushing forward to launch it on mainnet. We'd love to connect, Sarah, and kind of get
Yes,
into the
yes, I would
weeds.
love to connect with you because it's my understanding it's not open source, and we couldn't find a lot of documentation.
Oh, there's open source for sure.
Oh yeah, it is.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
let's connect. Good
Yeah,
luck,
yeah.
guys.
Let's connect.
Love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Let's connect.
Oh, thank you so much, folks. Thank you, everyone, for coming in today, especially Sebastian, Nin, and all the other beautiful collaborators and friends of Konma. It's too great for me to host this with all of you. We do have some time because one of the proposals did not make it. If you guys can see towards the back of the screen, there's a logo and a table for each of you. And feel free to collaborate, get all your doubts cleared. This space is forever open to you anytime, anywhere, for them forever. We also have a similar session tomorrow, which is also technical. So we've been curating a lot of amazing projects through Catalyst and bringing them together to see how many mix and matches. So if you guys noticed that at some point within all our proposals, the aspect of data tracking and tracing over the chain exists, be it the energy, be it algae, be it a general DAO. So we've coupled up proposals as such together so people will be able to collaborate much easier. And this next part of this particular discussion is that collaborative effort. So go around. Thank you so much for coming, and would love to see all of you here tomorrow as well.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so
It's
much.
been a pleasure.